Hello, it's here and welcome to the 7th stage of this year's MLC Tour de France. Today's stage has a quite hilly finish, and of course that's going to suit our yellow jersey holder, John Degenkolb. This man has been looking very strong so far, and actually right off the bat we see a bunch of guys going the breakaway. In the front is Simon Geske, Johan Alfredo, the fan favorite Johan Alfredo. You are a joy to watch riding, my friend. Nick Nguyen, Giovanni Visconti, Stefano Perazzi, Jan Bart, and Diego Alisi. These 7 guys are going the breakaway. Diego Alisi has got to be one of the favorites for this finish if they come together in the sprint, because this guy is very explosive and he likes hills. So I gotta say, a guy like Diego Alisi could be a very good contender in the end. But will Gian Shimano let this breakaway go away? I highly doubt it. We've seen him before be very dominant in the peloton, and if we have more than 5 guys, they pace him down. So I think that's also going to be the answer for this breakaway. And as I thought, the breakaway was caught. So we now only have a 3-man breakaway, which is much more easier to handle if you're Gian Shimano. So in the breakaway, we have Peter Weening, Jens Vogt, and Diego Alisi. And my money is still on Diego Alisi to win if this comes down to a breakaway finale. But still, once again, I just feel like Gian Shimano know what they're doing throughout this tour, and they've been very dumb in the first week. Simon and Adam Yates hitting the pace at the front, and then they have Matthew Goss and John Degenkolb doing the sprints together, or just John Degenkolb alone. And today's stage has to fit him or Christoph. Those are the 2 guys I see winning today's stage. With this intermediate sprint coming up in another 60 kilometers, we'll really tell who is in form for today's stage and who is going for this stage. Here we go again, it's time for another intermediate sprint, and yesterday's winner, Anadamar, is right up there. He's ready to sprint for this one. He wants to get these intermediate points. Let's check how many points there are to sprint for. There are 13 points for the first one in this group. So, I mean, Anadamar needs these points to catch up to John Degenkolb, but John Degenkolb is also sitting down here, and he is ready for this. He wants to win this intermediate sprint, and I think he can do it. Let's see. And Andre Greipel is also coming up here. He showed teeth yesterday, but didn't really pull it off, but he wants to do something as well. He's getting left out by Sasha Madola from his own team. Tom Bowden is also up here. He wants to try something. He is 3rd overall in the GC right now, and he wants to try to do something. The pace has slowed down a tiny bit, but there they go. All the sprinters are going now. Another Mar sprinting for this one, but on the outside is Kittle. On the inside is actually Mark Cavendish is also going for this one, but it does not look like he can take it. No, I think Anadamar took it. Let's take a look at who actually took it. That looked like Anadamar, but I'm not very sure. By the way, under that recording, my cat actually jumped in my lap, so sorry about that, guys. We're into the rocky part of today's stage. Let's see who's going to be the first one to fire off the fireworks. Meanwhile, in the front, we have 3 guys up here. We have Jens Vogt, Diego Alisi, and Peter Weening. These guys only have 1 minute and 40 down to the peloton, so I don't think today will be the first day where the breakaway makes it. Sadly for these 3 guys, I think their dreams will be over. But it might be possible a guy like Diego Alisi attacks on these climbs and stay away, because he's a capable climber, and he can keep like a 30-second gap to the peloton over these climbs, but that means he has to have a 30-second gap going over these climbs. So it's going to be very tough for a guy like Diego Alisi. And by the way, we'll take a quick small break right here. So the cat that jumped onto my crutch also jumped down from my crutch, and I need to go outside the door. So we had to figure that out before we come here to the finish line. But here we go. In the front, as I said before, these guys have a minute 30 on the peloton and 20 kilometers to go. In the peloton, the chase is being led by Trick Factory Racing and I Am Cycling. Can they catch up to the guys in the front? I think they can. But here, we're going up the category 4 now, and I expect fireworks right from the get-go. Let's see who's going to be the first one to attack in this category 4. I'm expecting somebody to try something, because they can't just let Degenkolb, Demar, or Christoph win today's stage. Christoph is actually sitting rather isolated. Color code is nowhere to be seen throughout this entire race. They have a very strong lineup, but nobody's helping the sprinter or their GC guy, Carlos Alberto Betancourt. Let's see what they can do though. In the front though, it looks like they have dropped Jens Vogt. Jens Vogt, the old man, has been dropped. And there goes Peter Weening. Peter Weening's actually left Diego Alisi. So I thought Diego Alisi was going to be the strongest. No, Peter Weening has left him behind. No, they're now working together again. And they actually have a minute 20 seconds. Scratch what I said before. They could actually stay away for these final 17 kilometers. They got quite a big gap with all this up and down terrain still to go. So a guy like Diego Alisi, and maybe also Peter Weening, could definitely stay away. It all depends on how much time they have in that next climb, and who will attack and when they will attack. Currently in the front, it's only Johan van Zummer and Cancellara is making his way to the front. They've got to do something. And currently, Diego Alisi and Peter Weening's gap is only down to 50 seconds. And they need to do something, because the pace is going to be so high in the peloton. And we will see attacks. We will see somebody try to do something. Another Mars, if he's sitting in the front here, he's sitting in between his guys. He's sitting in between Cancellara and van Zummer. Actually, who else could they be working for? They could be working for Phil Schubert. Phil Schubert might try to do something in this final climb. So another Mar might be just saying, hey guys, I'm going to work for you guys. You've done such a good job. And here here it goes. The first fireworks are off. Leopold Koenig from BMC, Valverde, Kramer Maya, and Nodemar is following these attacks, and they've caught the breakaway, guys. The two guys in the front have only got 15 seconds, but here they go. This is the final climb of the day. Who is going to go over this? Who's going to be first over this climb, and how many of the sprinters are going to be left at the end? Valverde is trying to do something on the right side. He's got to make up some time on Degenkolb to take the yellow jersey. Degenkolb is sitting very nicely, though. He's up here. He's got Gerrans helping him. Meanwhile, in the front, it's Gilbert and Cancellara side by side, but they're not actually doing anything. Nobody really attacked, except for Jorge Rodriguez. Jorge Rodriguez has got a minute behind yesterday's stage, and he's got to try to do something today's stage. And with 6 kilometers to go, he's trying to get away, but Spartacus is pacing him back like he's doing nothing. This is Jorge Rodriguez, the guy who's the master of acceleration. He's got 85 acceleration, but he can't go anywhere. Oof, Gilbert is doing a master job leading out another mark. Can they do this, though? Simon Gerrans is up here as well, but John Degenkolb sitting in prime position. So is Ben Swift. And also, Joachim Rodriguez is coming up here now. He's going to try to do something. That failed attack, and he's going to try to sprint out. It also looks like Stedek Stibar is going to get his own chance to sprint for once, but in the front, 1.5 to go. There goes Phil Gilbert. Phil Gilbert is leading out another Mar. He's not lost his final sprint though, but there he goes. It's Degenkolb on the right side, Demar on the left side, Stedek Stibar and Christoph coming from very far out, but it's John Degenkolb that's going to take stage 7. I believe this is, it's stage 7, yes. John Degenkolb takes stage 7, and another stage win to his resume. Alexander Christoph coming in 2nd place, Rui Costa in 3rd place, Stedek Stibar in 4th. Demar actually lost a lot of time. Not a lot of time, but a lot of ground on the other guys when they started sprinting. He had a perfect position, but I'm not sure if Trek Factory Racing knew who they were going for. 1 second they were going for Gilbert, 1 second they were going for Demar, and it looked like a diverse plan of the day was not a good plan. But John Degenkolb with his 4th stage win. John Degenkolb is just proving to be a money pig. So many days in the yellow jersey, 4 stage wins out of 7 possible. This man is crazy. John Degenkolb is money right here. Alexander Christoph picked 6th overall. Just doesn't have a team to back him up. We see the Yates brothers, we see Gerrans, we see Aru, we see these guys helping John Degenkolb, but Christoph is just all alone. And then now the GC is still looking like the same. Matthew Goss, actually did not pay attention to Matthew Goss is also in top 10. So Giant Shimano is really doing a good job representing the team. They've got Degenkolb, Goss, and Aru in top 10. They've got John Degenkolb in yellow, green, or white. And they've got Aru also in white. So that's very close. And Degenkolb extending his green point, this over points lead. And tomorrow is going to be the first kind of mountain test. And I actually wouldn't rule out Degenkolb. Degenkolb could win that stage in all honesty. He's a great climber, and he's proven that he's in form this first week. So John Degenkolb's got to be one of the favorites for tomorrow stage, actually, because it's not that high of a climb in the end. And I doubt the breakaway will win, because Giant Shimano will either try to win it with Aru or Degenkolb, and I think either of them are realistic in my opinion. But guys, please leave a like, please leave a comment, let me hear how you thought your riders are doing. Do you think that John Degenkolb is using some performance enhancing drugs? It might be possible, guys. We should get a tester on him. John Degenkolb is really in form at the moment. He's looking very good. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to get this video to 60 likes, guys. If you get this video to 60 likes, I'll upload this stage right now.